There we go. Let's make sure I got on live chat. Before anybody gets in, I'll just kind of go over what we got up here. These were the finds. If you watch this back later, these were the finds from the last hunt. We had a couple Harper's Ferries, a Fort McHenry DDR. We had two Ozark Riverways. I think that's VDDR number one. Those were back to back. Back to back coins I scoped as well. Had a Patsy Takamoto mink. Two of those. I guess three with minor DDOs and then one DDR. And then we had the coins that were shown on stream. So we had the two Dr. Mary Edwards Walkers were DDOs that were slight minor to eyes or minor double to eyes. The one Revolutionary War quarter, the one Edith Kanaka Ole, the one foreign, and then the one West Point. Or no, excuse me, San Francisco. This was the NIFC, American Memorial Park. So that was the last box. And I have not started on this one. Just figured I'd cover that for anybody who comes back later or wants to kind of skip backwards and watch it if they get in here. So, all right. Now, I did pull a few enders out of this box. I think they were towards the bottom, but I do have some July 4th, Declaration of Independence enders. So we have some shots at some of the July the 4th privies, but we'll have to hunt them to see what we got. So thank you for stopping in and watching, and let's see what we got. So got a parking lot coin right off the bat. So who all we got in here right now? Let's see, we got a couple people. I didn't give anybody a heads up, really, but do appreciate you being here at our first Mayflower Compact. Mo, how are you, sir? We just started. Haven't really missed anything. I'm doing well. I did go over the finds at the very beginning of the video from the last box. I know everybody was kind of wanting to see what I found later on, but that is at the very start of the video, so I figured I'd cover that while I was waiting on a few people to show up. But nothing super good in that box. That one, I'll be honest, that was probably the slowest, most boring box I've had in a long time. Hunting dimes. I am so sorry. What are they at least having a few of the new 26s in there? Because that makes a world of difference when you got something other than just silver to look for. You got any finds in those dimes so far, Mo? Or did you just start? Pretty skunky? Well, it happens. It sounds like my dime boxes. They're usually pretty terrible. No 26s. Have you found any 26s so far? Just not in this box, or have you just not had any show up in your area yet? Because, like I said, uh, last hunt, mine just showed up in my area like a week ago. And honestly, I've never been happier to see a dime. They look so good in hand. See, we got a few more people that showed up. Not in your last couple. You got 4 full boxes. Okay, so you have run across them pretty good. A3, how you doing, sir? I got you. Well, I hope you're recovering very well and taking it easy after that surgery. So, what'd you sell the box for, Mo? If you don't mind my asking. I know they were going for a pretty penny there, especially early on. 750, nice. Hey, you guys want to see a couple cool coins here? So start with, how about that right there? Anybody know what that is? Look at this. Proof 66, reverse of 38. Pop 2 with none higher and gold CAC. This one is actually a consignment, believe it or not, from one of my LCSs. The guy said, "Hey, can you sell it online?" I said, "Sure, I'll try." And so this one is for sale. If anybody has any interest, shoot me an email, let me know. And then check this one out. Look at that half. 1812. It's probably got the detail of an AU, but there's not quite enough luster on the obverse. But check out the reverse here. Look how strong the wing feathers are on that. You don't even see that level of detail on some of the uncirculated examples. It's just a really, really nicely struck, very, very nice $50. So nice bust half. This one's going to be going to PCGS. The other one is for sale as is. So yeah, 1812. That's a nice one, man. He texted me yesterday. He was all excited. He said, "You need to come look at this. This is this one's amazing." I was like, "Okay, on my way." So look for that one to come back in a PCGS unboxing at some point. Nice. Alabama. But Another Mayflower compact. And another one. I know you guys are probably getting tired of the quarter hunt videos, but I got to get through these, and I've got a lot of other content as well planned. So I am trying to get caught back up and trying to get some regular videos put out. Um, Working on one that should post tomorrow if I can get it edited, or not tomorrow. Should post Monday. I got a couple things to finish up, but and I do have at least a couple boxes for today. I may end up trying to do two tonight. Well, I'll probably do two tonight, and then I'll probably try to do another one tomorrow morning. All right. So appreciate you guys hanging out. And if any of you have sent me an email recently, because I know I've gotten a couple emails here in the last few days, I owe you a response. I will probably try to get to it tonight. Um, I'm a little bit behind on that front, so if I haven't responded yet, sorry. I'll get to it. But make sure that's on. Okay. So, for those of you who got here a little bit late, I did do the review of the finds from the last box. That is at the very beginning of this video. So if you want to go back and look at that, that is perfectly fine. Nothing crazy. Be completely honest. I know that last box was probably boring as hell to watch. It was pretty boring to hunt. So if it's putting me to sleep, it's probably putting you guys to sleep. And you guys were out. So sorry about that, but that's how box hunts go sometimes. I think we've now been 2 or 3 boxes without a West Point, which is not normal. We did have the one NIFC last box, but no West Points. So that's not a great start. Not a great streak we're on, I should say. Not really a start. But Oof. Treasure and change. How you doing, sir? Going curious. How are you doing, sir? Yes, I am back at it. I've got plenty of boxes. I ended up picking up two more this past Friday, which probably shouldn't have, but what the hell. Try to hunt two in this video, and then at least one tomorrow morning at some point. And I say morning. Don't expect like bright and early, but what am I doing? Wrong one. Sometime before lunch, I'll probably get on. Being Fox, nothing yet, but we're only. This is only roll number 9. Yeah, well, at least you've got some chances there, treasure and change. I got I don't remember if it was this box or the next box, but one of these two had a couple Declaration of Independence enders, so we do have a chance tonight or this afternoon, I guess, depending on where you are. Well, I mean, was it a long format or a short? Because you see what time I put my shorts out. I just kind of let them marinate throughout the day. But I'm not very good at YouTube, so don't take any advice from me. Oh, nice. Glad it did well. Well, the thing I've noticed, and it may not be accurate, but is it matters a lot less when you um, post a video, because when it hits the algorithm and it starts to get a little bit of a push, it's going to do basically the same thing, depending on how you're or how it's going to perform. And it's just going to go how it's going to go. Like certain types of videos, they're just they're going to do this number, and that's just how it is. All right. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. This is roll number 11, and we have not found anything yet, but it's certainly a decent mix in these rolls. So I'm hoping we get back on the West Points. We haven't found one in, I think, 3 boxes now. So it's not really like me. I usually average at least 1 per box. And I mean, not expecting silver, but that would be nice as well. At least you're getting fines, treasure and change. At least you're getting fines. Yeah, how we doing? You can have. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna eat right now. I'm not gonna stop to wash my hands. So, yeah. Nope, you're good. That's the last silver you've seen. The one I sent you. That's been a while, so you need to go find one. They don't come around often, though, do they? All right. And yes, in case you're wondering, that is the microwave. I am sitting at the kitchen table right now. So, ow. What are we thinking? Denver. Oh, it's nice. I'm gonna put it up there anyway. That right there, like finding just a really nice coin and pulling it out, is why I have cups and cups and cups of random change all around the house, and I can't help it. All right. I don't think we're gonna pull that one aside. It's a little rough. So yep, it's a curse, man. You look at one and you think you got to have it, and then you put it aside and you never do anything with it. You don't remember where you put it. In my case, I usually just blame my wife for moving it, which is not entirely inaccurate.
That's fair.
Not entirely inaccurate. So,
I will move it if it's in my space.
see what I mean?
And everything above the garage is my space. So.
Uh huh. Right. Oh. 71. I don't know if she's tolerant by choice, treasure and change. I think she might be tolerant by necessity on this one. So she puts up with a lot, though.
Got money.
Yes.
That's true. That's accurate.
we were talking about you. We didn't ask you. So, nope. Yep. Either way, it counts. What? because because you had to bring them home.
It shouldn't be
That
in
one's
here.
on you.
That should not be in there. That's first.
It is. Not disagreeing. Not disagreeing with
I
you.
don't
There.
like that at all.
All right.
You want one?
Nope. 4 bank accounts, but do you have how many banks do you go to? Because I have at least, let's see, hold on. I have to think about it now. I have at least 4 different banks that I have an account with or have had an account with at some point. I have 1 credit union and 3 banks, I think, now. But I have one of, I had, I got a loan, a vehicle loan on one, uh, at a different bank one time, and I used them, and then they just got familiar with me, so they still let me get stuff from them, even though I don't no longer have an account there. So, which I thought was convenient. Mm-hmm. Let him out if you want to. Might be the first box so far that we've hunted where the Mayflower compacts are actually coming out fairly regularly. I think we've had at least one in most, if not all, rolls so far. Like that. You guys tired of the variety of the day series yet, or is that just me? uh, so while I've got everybody or a few people in here, um, is everybody subscribed to Shannon Smith? Because he has been putting out awesome videos all month long on unattributed varieties. And go watch those because, mine are super unprofessional and quick and thrown together. And you can tell he's taking his time on them. But like he's got all of the information there. They are very, very good videos. And he's finding stuff that I had no idea even existed. Like stuff he's pulled out. I don't know what's made him think to look for some of these, honestly. Like that Nina Otero Warren that he did. Man, I can't do it. Like I tried looking at those for a while, and there's just almost nothing on that one. But excellent videos. Make sure you're subscribed to him if you're not. If you even remotely enjoy this content, you'll love his channel because it's very, very good. And he also streams some. He's been streaming a little bit more. Although we got to get him to pick up his speed a little bit because he's doing what I did the first box of this batch, and he's just wanting to look at too much right now, which, trust me, I get it. but he almost ran out of time when he was streaming the other night. Nice Denver. All right. Oh. But thank you to everybody who is in here now. I do appreciate you being here. Makes the hunt go by a little bit faster. I'm assuming you meant county A3. Very nice. America Samoa. Trying to tell myself I have enough of these, or I have enough of this design. Hopefully the focus isn't messing up too much as I move my hands. I know it wants to auto focus and change depths and all, but hopefully that's not I'm not doing too much. I'm trying to open the roll off camera. That way it's not as distracting. Yep. Yeah, so I'm in a small area, um, but there's a couple towns pretty close together, so I can pick up in one town and dump in another. And with my credit union, there's two branches within several miles of each other, probably within 20 miles, I guess, give or take, where I can go to either one and dump coins after work that I can actually make it to. So that certainly helps, right? Being able to um, go to different branches so they're not seeing you every single day or every single week. And I'm dumping the same thing and the same amount, and then they start getting suspicious. Although pretty much all of them know what I do anyway. So I don't really get any pushback on it, honestly. I am worried that eventually I'll get cut off and they won't be able to order. But the bank where I get most of my boxes from, I've I give them, or they make enough money off of me that they should be happy with it. Nope. Banished from two banks. Well, that's when you just get your wife to open up a business account. So about 30. You must be in a metro area then. I don't think there's 30 banks in my Tri County area. Hmm? No, I'm just saying, like in the surrounding areas. She's tolerant, but not an accomplice.
I
Used to be an accomplice, or used to be tolerant.
what? Oh, good question. Accomplice.
Oh.
I worked at DG and I got you all those coins.
Yeah, that was nice. That was the only good part about you working retail, is you would find cool stuff and people would turn in stuff that they had no business turning in, like the
What's the coolest one I found?
probably that series 1934 20 that somebody came in there and bought stuff in, and then one time they came in and paid for some stuff with some almost guaranteed stolen half dollars, and somebody had a 40% bicentennial that they bought something from the Dollar General with. And she called me and said, "Hey, somebody came and paid in halves." I said, "I'm on my way." And then that was what she had. I was like, "Holy crap." So
I kind of missed that.
somebody robbed Grandpa's stash and went to the Dollar General.
That's fair for that area.
Yeah. But you would be amazed. Yeah, she did. She found a stand in Liberty and change. That was the one that I have never even come remotely close to finding, and that was probably the coolest. I know she still rubs it in, but yeah, found SLQs and change. She found um, some 20s Lincolns with mint marks, some teens Lincolns. I mean, just all kinds of stuff that people would still just use for face value and never even stop to think about. Like, oh, this is old. I wonder if this is worth anything. So, just a different mindset from the coin roll hunter, I guess. The best thing you can do is educate your family about what your stuff is and why it matters. But I wouldn't exactly go telling everyone in your family either, because then you get the people who get get some less than honorable intentions and lift your stuff and then go sell it to a pawn shop. Which I've heard some stories about some of the people that have come into my LCS and they're like, I can't buy this because you obviously, like, you're not even trying to hide the fact that you stole it. So jeez, that's crazy, A3. I mean, it's just a different mindset. Like, I don't understand it because I'm curious and I would look at that and say, oh, well, this is different. What is this? And then I would look at it and set it aside. But not everybody does that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sucks. I hate that for them. All right, I'm seeing a boatload of 2019s and 2020s in this box, and I have yet to find anything with a nice little W on it. So I feel like it's coming. It's just not here yet. Oh, for sure, treasure and chain, for sure. Like, the sketchier the neighborhood, the more likely you are to find something really nice. Have a good one, Treasure and Change. See you later. I will probably still be on when you're done eating. So, A3, does he have any leads on it? Like, does he know exactly who's been doing it and he just can't prove it, or what? Just the stand again. I keep hitting it. This thing drifts. I'm using my old stand and it's still broken. I haven't. I've got a newer one and it works great. It's just short. So if you're streaming, it's in too close. If you're making a regular video, it's great. But this one's got drift. But it's the only one of the two that's got enough reach where I can work under it and not worry about hitting it. So if you notice it and if it's annoying and if you say, hey, it's drifted again, fix it, just let me know. Yep. I despise a thief. The worst part is it's almost always a family member. Like just add the insult on top of the injury. It's just hate it. Hate it, I hate it. But do y'all remember the story? It's been several years back now, but there was a thief down. I think it was in like Florida, and they stole a bunch of coins. I guess they broke into somebody's house and robbed them, and stole a bunch of coins, and then tried to turn them into the Coinstar, and it was like legit gold coins from like the 18th century gold coins and foreigns and stuff like that. It's like, dude, you're just so focused on a quick fix and getting that quick payout, and you're too stupid to realize what you're using. It's like, honestly, I'm glad that the machine, wouldn't take it and you got nothing, but that sucks. Huh? It's not that bad. It's really not.
I'm just lucky you're doing the live stream right now.
Oh, you figured it out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I wonder if she'll just go down.
Maybe.
Come here, Blue Berry. Come here. You go pee-pee? What about say?
That's all right. I think she's on to me while I'm streaming right now. She's figured it out.
You don't want to walk the dog in this humidity?
No, not really.
I don't want to sweat either. Here, I'll take over your coin search.
Okay.
You do it.
Easy.
I didn't make it.
Hey, don't tear up my furniture.
Really?
Yeah. I've had that a long time.
I'll go out here and sweat.
Okay. Love you.
You enjoy your little coins.
Not every video you're gonna get to see the real life comedy behind this, are you? folks. We're in the second half of the box, and we don't have a single West Point or NIFC or silver or anything else going on right now. So, been a little bit slow. All right. And I know A3 is probably tired of hearing me say it, but for those of you watching, if you did not see the video from the start, I did do a recap of last box hunt. Just kind of go over what we found last box. I didn't scope anything because nothing was, wildly impressive enough to break out the scope for, but did kind of talk through them a little bit. And you will see the varieties on the variety of the day for if they're new varieties and they haven't already been on the channel. So you may or may not see some of them, but it was nothing crazy this time. I told you. Mm-hmm. That was a 66. Roll number 28. I'll let him in when he comes back up. But yes, but no more than normal. Oof. All right. Shannon, what's going on, man? I don't know when you watch YouTube. You'll have to go back and listen to me and take my word for it that I was talking good about your unattributed variety of the day series. I have found absolutely nothing. Um, I take that back. I found 3 nicer coins so far, and that's the extent of it. And one of them isn't even that nice. It's just a 2012. So that's the finds so far. This is roll number 29. And no NIFCs, no West Points, no proofs, no plateds, no silvers, no nothing. So, and no Declaration of Independence coins in this box. Not even privies, just no Declaration of Independence coins, period. Come on, plated. Look, man, some of them can be cool looking. Not all, but some. I gotta ask though, on that on the Mayflower Compact quarter that you did your uh, short on, is that one you found, or is that one that you got off the internet where somebody else found it? Because that one's pretty cool. Like, I've been scoping mine, and they're hard to kind of hard to see. There we go. A really crappy, beat up, circulated, impaired proof. All right. Any guesses on the design? I will say it is. Boy, if I can get the glare off of it, it is almost certainly a America the Beautiful quarter based on the hair. Sloppy Stacks, what's up, man? We're gonna do 2 boxes tonight, and I know I've said that before, but I started earlier, so. Any guesses on the proof? One of your finds. Yes, that is what I asked. All right. We'll flip this one over. Glacier. Nice. 2011. This one could certainly benefit from a little acetone because it's been out there for a while, but it's. She was already out. You're saying the proof is Glacier. Very good, Shannon. Very good. Check that one in a minute. Six or 8 different Mayflower DDRs. Holy crap. And I am slacking because I have found none. Oi, run away. You know what I haven't found in a while is a extra diamond on the Zitkala saw, and I was finding those pretty regular there for a while. It's a decent 94, but I'm not going to keep it because it's got that little scratch on it. You do realize that every time you walk through that door, she's following you.
I know. But she wants to chase the cats. So I'm going to go ahead and
Then let her chase the cats.
No.
The cats deserve it.
Well, but I don't want to put up with it.
Well, they're kind of aggravating. They deserve it.
And me?
Mm-hmm. You're kind of aggravating. You deserve it. I'm kidding, guys. She's fully aggravating. She's not kind of, but
I know. No. You just wait till you turn that camera. I'll save the cat litter for you.
Oh, gee, thanks. Well, not exactly the best box we've ever hunted on this channel. I'd say that. So She wandered off, but I will tell her you said hey when she gets back in the room, Shannon. Now, I don't remember which of these two boxes. I'm assuming it's probably the next one. But one of them did have two Declaration of Independence enders. So they were bell enders. And by the way, Shannon said hi. So mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What?
Your dog. Get your dog.
She doesn't want me. She's tired of me.
I took her out. She don't want to settle right now, so she doesn't want her food.
Yep.
She wants to chase a cat.
She wants to be in there with you because she's tired. Because I made her go outside and stay.
I put her in there with me. She won't settle down.
Yeah, she will. She's not staying out here with me though. See? She wants nothing to do with me tonight. Oh, Shannon, she's watched your videos before by proxy. So but no, man, I was telling everybody how good your videos are and how they need to go subscribe to your channel and go put you on play. And even if they're not watching right then, just leave it on play and get you some watch hours in the background. So don't be sorry, man. You got some great content. Nice. Iowa. Let's see if I got it over here. Yeah. So I found this. I have not weighed it yet. This was found in my change yesterday. I just want you to kind of hear it. Hear how weird that sounds, and then this one again. It's got a little bit of a tone change to it. I have not weighed it yet. I don't know what the weight is, but I'm almost sure that one's a little bit light. So I will keep you posted on that. But that was a change find. That wasn't in a box. So, and I hit the stand again. A3, you will not be disappointed. Oof. Holy dryer coin. It's actually kind of cool looking. I hate to say it, I kind of like that one. She can't help it. Okay. Well, yeah, but you have an educational reason. I'm just keeping it because I'm a little bit off, and I enjoyed it. Hey. No comments from the peanut gallery. Shorts do great for subs. They don't do great necessarily for watch time, but they certainly will help bring people to your channel. You just got to keep them there. But But you got to think, you know, like my videos probably don't get the views that yours do, but um, my regular videos may get 100 views or so, and then you have a good short, and it'll get 1,000, 1,500. So it's just that many more eyes on your channel. Still finishing the last one. You didn't finish the last one. You got to cold what you're looking at, man. I know I've done too many of these probably in a row here recently, but I do have some regular long format videos I am working on. I just haven't had the time to edit them. Gold prospecting. I would love to do a little bit of prospecting. But yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
Whatever makes her your problem.
See how she treats me. Uh-huh. Boy. We'll see the air variety hunt on these. I may do that one day, sloppy stacks, but it's not going to be today because I haven't plugged in my scope and it will die on us. I meant to do that earlier and I forgot. So, not going to be today. I'll hunt them off camera again after this stream. But at the very beginning of this video, if you want to go back, I did a recap of the finds from the last box. I didn't take and pull the scope out again because I forgot to plug it in. But I didn't scope everything, but I did kind of tell you what I found. And if it's something you haven't seen on the channel before, you will see it on the Variety of the Day shorts. So, tomorrow's coin, not today's, but yesterday's and tomorrow's are both from that last box. So, yeah. A3, what's your best gold find? Like how many grams or ounces have you found at one time? Not ounces, but you know what I'm saying. An ounce would be absolutely insane for panning. Yeah, that was nice. Copper Owl, welcome. That one's nice. I'm gonna look at that. All right, only about half a gram. All right. Well, you got me beat because I've never done it before, but I would, like I said, I would love to. Like that's one thing I would really enjoy. I think I need to get my metal detector out. Maybe try a video on the beach. I have the beach right here, and then after, what is that? That looks, I'm gonna say state quarter ish, and it is. Got the right color red. Pretty. Many hours with the dredge. Well, I mean, still sounds like a great way to have a good time. Actually, no wagon trail. That'd be cool. But I need to get my metal detector out and go to the beach probably after Labor Day. Have you sent pics in of? Oh, you're talking to Copper Owl. Sorry. Well, very cool, Jeff. Is it a spike head or is it a crack elsewhere on the coin? All right, Blue, that's enough. Hey. Sorry for the bowl. But going up the front of his chest. Cool. All right, Shannon. So, real question here. When can we expect you to take over for Tanner Scott? Huh? Huh? I think he's ignoring me. Right in front of his vest. Cool. All right. Hold that thought. All right, you got it. You got it. You got it. Okay. There's no more. Oh, sure you are, man. You're showing us things that are um, double dies that nobody else has found. So, isn't that exactly what you would do in an attribution service? Seems like to me you're the most qualified man for the job right now. Do you guys do pennies? Jeff, I don't really do pennies a whole lot. I do have a few boxes left, but I don't go out of my way to get them. And my banks also have told me they can't order them anymore. Um, Maybe they can now. I don't know, but no, I have not done any Lincolns recently. Would like some Harper's Ferry. You know, Kurt, I do need to do that, and I need to list some. So send me an email, and I definitely have some extras. Um, Depends on which ones you want, though. I don't necessarily have them all. Um, I don't have them all. Shannon has one of the mythical unicorns that um, we weren't even sure there was a second one until he bought that one. But I am going through part of this series has been making me figure out what I do have, and that was the idea behind it. Um, but if you're looking for any one in particular, just shoot me an email. It's indigondemon@gmail.com, and I will let you know if I have an extra one sitting aside that's already attributed or not. I still have a bunch of them to go through, but I've been trying not to bore everyone to tears with nothing but Harper's Ferries all the time because I don't want every sub I have to leave. Whoa, look at that. Dr. Vera Rubin. That is a busy quarter, isn't it? It's kind of like a euro, honestly. Hmm. Yeah, we could probably get you hooked up. Um, there's only a handful of them that we probably don't have. And there's a bunch of unlisted ones that we do have. And I know I have a bunch, and I know Shannon has a bunch that are not listed. So, but yeah, if you want any, just let me know. Um, Shoot me an email, and we'll get you hooked up. Ooh, you're in Denver, and you hardly get any Philly coins. All right. So the question is, if that's the case, do you want them already attributed, or do you want the fun of going through and figuring out which ones you have? Because I'll hook you up either way if you want. I wouldn't say this box has been better, but it's maybe not putting me to sleep as bad as the last one, because the last box was terrible. And I started it too late, and I am sorry for that. But all right, let's see what we got here. Something. Oh, sweet. Glad that showed up, Shannon. Yeah, I was being a cheap ass, and I sent it regular mail because they said, "Oh yeah, you can just send this like a regular letter." I was like, "Oh sweet, that's what, like 80 something cents as opposed to $8." So glad it showed up. uh, uh, that was probably not smart on my part, but I was being lazy and cheap and wanted to see what would happen. Do you know what it is? Yes, it's a package. Oh, that's a Denver. I forget how cool the Vicksburg is. I love the old ironclad. It's just such a cool design. I told you. You knew what it was. You told me what it was. Kurt, yeah, just shoot me an email and we will get you taken care of. And if anybody else is in the chat and has shot me an email, I have not forgotten about you. I will respond to you. I just haven't done it yet. So, my bad. I owe you a response and I will get you one probably before tonight. I know G Dub sent me an email, and I think a couple other people might have as well. But yeah, I'm not always the best at getting to it right that second, especially if it's something I need to go like home and check for. So let's see what we got. Oh, well, I will certainly hook you guys up if there's something you want on those, because trust me, we have Harper's Ferries. We have them coming out the ear. Whoa. So, all right. Anybody but Shannon. What is that? You know what it is. What is that? And yes, I said anybody but Shannon. So, we're going to. There is no reading, but why is there no reading? Yep. Dryer coin. See how flat it is on the features and then how the outside. This got stuck like this and it was rotating around, probably either in between the rim and the drum or inside the rim, and it was just the centrifugal force pushing on it, wearing down on the reeds. But it was in there for a while. Unfortunately, it's just damaged. But that is a good show and tell piece, so I can pretend like I'm educating people on errors like Shannon actually does. So yeah, just damaged, unfortunately. Yeah, that's another possibility too. They could be in a change sorter or change counting machine that it gets stuck in. Pretty much anything that rotates and spins, it could cause that. All right. There. All right. Hold on just a second. Okay. So I think we've got 6, 8. So we've got 8 rolls left after this one. Oh, I can't imagine how much silver went through some of those machines. It's a nice Nebraska. So didn't go through. Um, Jeff, I will go to one of my long format videos, and it should be in the my email should be in the description. If not, it should be on my channel description actually. But it's Indigon Demon, no spaces or anything, at gmail.com. So I will try to remember to add that to the description for my live streams moving forward. Which again, thank you all for being here for this. So appreciate you hanging out and breaking up the rolls of not much. Hey boy. So, wait, did I miss something? What are we talking about? A bicentennial? Which bicentennial? Is the whole face of the bicentennials copper colored? Because those were clad as well, and they could theoretically have a missing clad layer, but more than likely they are environmental damage, especially if both sides are copper colored. Usually that means they came out of the ground, like Shannon just said. Whole coin, yeah, the whole coin, you can send me a picture, but the whole coin, it's most likely going to be environmental damage. And I'm sure I'll find another one here in a little bit, but you can usually tell when a coin has come out of the ground like that just because of the color. It's a very earthy tone that it looks like. Yep, even the sides. So the sides are copper, right? So you're gonna see that regardless. But if it's on both the obverse and the reverse, the nickel, then that is environmental damage because it should not look like that. Not like any quarter you've ever seen. I mean, you can certainly send me a picture. I will look at it, but I want you to be prepared to know that it's probably going to be environmental damage. Can't hear me while you're trying to send a message. Anybody else having audio issues or just Jeff right now? Was asking a question. First, sure, Jeff. Shoot me a message or put a message in the chat, and then I will go back and I will respond to you on that. I promise I can speak. Phone's kind of or computer's kind of quiet. All right, Jeff. So here's kind of an example. So see this coin, how it's got that dark brownish look to it. And this one's obviously worn a little bit, but this one was most likely in the ground at some point or in outside in the environment. And it's since then been put back into circulation and the high spots have kind of worn off. So it would have a very brown uniform look if not for that. But that one's just environmental damage as well. All right. Shannon asked what you're making for dinner.
I'm heating up leftovers.
Yeah, it is leftover night, Shannon. No.
Leftover lasagna. Am I that loud?
Yes. Yes, you are that loud.
Can they really hear all of that in there?
Yes.
Well, I tried. My bad.
But no, this was her homemade lasagna that's it's not really like she
It's
takes
the same ingredients as lasagna. I just don't use lasagna noodles. I use those little corkscrew rotinis.
what she said. She makes it more like a casserole almost than a lasagna, but it's
More
delicious.
friendly because
That
it's
too.
like fancy noodles, not the lasagna. Because it's all the same ingredients.
Yeah. But yeah, she cooks it, and that's what she cooked yesterday.
We have a lot left over, so that's what's for dinner for the next few nights.
Not in the chat, Jeff. You should be able to go to. Well, I don't know. Do we have a community page or not? I think some channels may not be this one, but some of them have a community page where you can go and post a picture, and I can respond to it. I know Dirty Water has that. I don't know if I do or not. I don't think I do. Greek style. Nice. Put that back over there. First live show you've ever been on? Well, thank you for coming. I greatly appreciate you being here. Hopefully it won't be your last, but the box has not been the kindest to us. Scan it. You can always email it to info@livecoinqa.com as I hit the stand there. The Livecoin Q&A has people that can help you out. And if not that, if you're on Facebook, there's also the Livecoin Q&A Facebook group. So, all right. What was that? There we go. So let's see what we got here. Nope, it's just corrosion. Looks awfully thick, but I'm going to say it's probably a Jovita Idar. Nope. Oh, look at that. Wow. How's that for a proof? 2022 American Women's Quarter proof, Wilma Mankiller. How about that? Wow. That is far and away the newest proof I've found. But at least I noticed it by the edge. That makes me feel better. Although like I said, the Jovita Idars seem to have a really thick edge as well. Where on earth did that come from, and how did that get into circulation that fast? Found one that wasn't approved that had a major die crack. Looked like a lightning bolt. Depends on the coin, because the Wilma Mankiller had the big retained die cuts on both sides. So there was the Philly had the one where the top up here in the BER, that part fell out, and then on the reverse there was a big die crack that came through, like the side that came down through the star. It was like a big semicircle where almost half, I'd say maybe 35-40% of the die looked like it was about to fall out. So I'll get him when he comes to the door.
Yes, I just
And let him in. That's fine.
me and Blue are gonna.
I know.
They're used to that, though.
If they're here, they are. Yeah. So the dogs are going to be playing dinosaur in a minute. So just a warning for you guys.
They're used to it by now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Your professional editing skills.
Oh yeah, you don't edit alive.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Jeff, I would absolutely recommend not getting it graded, because 99% of coins do not need to be graded. Actually, it's probably way higher than that.
Sorry.
I had that out of there for a reason because Blue was doing the same thing.
My bad.
But probably 99.9% of the coins that you come across do not need to be graded. They don't deserve it, and they will make you no additional money if you grade them. And I say that as somebody who grades a lot of coins. But I know what I'm doing and getting myself into for most of them, and there's still absolutely no guarantee I'm going to make money off of any of them. Quit. So, yeah. Please do not grade your coins if you are. Yeah. The errors, yes, especially errors. Thank you, Shannon. It costs a significant amount to get a coin graded as a mint error. Um, to the point where there's quite a few coins that, yes, they're legitimate errors, but they still don't justify the grading fees. But yes, please, please, please save yourself some money and get um, what I would recommend is get some unplasticized flips off of Amazon. These little 2x2 clear flips that you can see the coins in, but make sure they're the unplasticized ones. Because if you don't get the unplasticized, so like this right here, this is an unplasticized. Hear how it snaps back. If you bend one like that is plasticized, it'll be very flimsy and it'll feel kind of rubber like. Those the flexible ones they leach PVC and they will damage a coin for long term storage. So Amazon has quite a few sellers that sell them. I believe it's Wizard Coin Supply is the one who has one. So yeah, this is definitely a environmentally damaged coin on that one. Again, sorry for the dinosaurs, but they have all of the energy now. They've eaten supper. All right. Could you not? All right. Last roll of this first box. And yes, I said first box. We're going to be doing another one. 21. So the crown die chip, now that is one that you could potentially get attributed on the label if you were to grade it. But again, I don't recommend it unless they're really, really uncirculated, really nice examples. So just get you some vinyl flips like that, the unplasticized version, or mylar flips, not vinyl. Get the unplasticized version and keep your coins in those. And they have pages that you can put in like a notebook where you can put the flips down in. And if you have a local coin show anywhere near you, you can go there and buy most, if not all, of the supplies at the show. And pretty much every show anywhere in the country is going to have somebody who's selling supplies. All right. Well, no West Points, no NIFCs in that box. And that was a lot of coins to pull the scope. But we did have the two finds. We had the two proofs, the Glacier, 2011 Glacier, and then the Wilma Mankiller from 2022. So that was box number one. I'm going to leave those right there. Move everything else off of the table or off of the board here. If I can do that without spilling everything, which sounds easier than it is. All right. And while we wait, or while I get all this transitioned over, I did want to kind of tease you guys a little bit. So I'll tease this for Shannon. We're going to look at this in a second. If I can, here, do it where it's not too much glare. So this is a Shannon coin right here. He's going to like this one, I think. If he's even still in the chat. Yep, there we are. All right. So let me just get this cleared off, Shannon. Hang with me. Too many stacks. Is he the one who found which coin? This one? No. Shannon has not seen this coin before. But this is one my LCS actually asked me if I would list online for him and see if I could find anybody who wanted to buy it. And first off, let's just do this. 1939. So it is a proof. So what can you tell me about these proofs? LCS, so local coin shop, my local coin dealer. What can you tell me about this coin, Shannon? It's a 39. What are we looking for? All right. Yep, it is a proof. Ready for the grade? 66. But it's the reverse of 38. So this coin, there are 2 gold cacks in 66 and none any higher. So this is the top pop for this coin in it with a gold cack. Yep, because they made as unbelievable as it is, they made proofs, as few as they made them with both reverses. I am surprised they made them with both reverses, but they did. And then there's also this one. So the other coin dealer at the shop asked me to send this off to PCGS for him. 1812 cap bust half. I'm not taking it out of the flip right now because I haven't. I'm not going to put it in the acetone yet, but look at how strong the wing feathers are on that reverse. If you've ever looked at any cap bust halves, there's quite a few dates where even the uncirculated coins won't have that much feather detail on this left wing because the left wing is right under the profile. And this is a high spot. And right opposed to the high spot, you'll have really weak wing details because the metal can only go so far, right? So that one's very nice. We both looked at it. It's probably enough detail for an AU 50, but it's just not got the luster on the obverse. So we're both thinking nice XF 45, and it is really nice in hand. All right. So that was box number 1. I have opened both of these off camera. And this one right here had, because I didn't see a single Liberty Bell ender in that first box. This one has 2, I think. I think they're both towards the bottom. But we at least have a chance at a privy in this box, unlike the last one. So first box is done. Got the 2 proofs. Got everything else pushed off to the side, where I will inevitably knock something and knock them over. But right now, we're just going to get into box number 2 and go from there. And we've definitely got some newer coins right here. So they are the Declaration of Independence coins. It's a good sign. And right there. Now this has got a slightly misaligned obverse die on this bicentennial. I'm not going to keep it just because it's not super, it's not really a high value error or anything, but it is technically a mint error, slightly misaligned. But really, if it doesn't completely cut off the rim on the opposite side, I don't keep them. Some people may, I don't. So this should be, oh look, there you go. There's one of the enders. Is this the other one? Nope. So hey, when I get done with this. Okay. All right, sorry about that. But yeah, I don't keep misaligned dies unless they're a little bit more misaligned than that. It's just not my not quite to my threshold there. But I'm already liking the fact that we've got a chance at a privy in this box. I will be absolutely stoked if I find one of those. Well, Shannon, did you need that one? Because I can pull it back out. It can't be too hard to find. It's right up there. So. Oh, dimes. Oh, I'm sorry. I read that and I still didn't pay attention to it. So my bad. What? How many do you have so far? There's the other Liberty Bell design, and also Philly. So I'm going to pull all these aside just to see how many chances we end up with. Put them up there. That there. All right. Okay. I had my hopes up for a minute. I thought it had a little silvery look to it, but split out the ones you have by date. You just got them. Yep. The thing that we all do, right? There's a Declaration of Independence. Oops. We got to have something good in this box. Ooh, nice. Congratulations, Kurt. Those seem to be going for quite the hefty premium here lately. to the point where I would probably sell one and keep the other one, I think, or keep at least one. All right, Shannon, I was telling everybody how you got to speed up a little bit in the last box, and now that I've got some of these and I got to look through them, I'm gonna have to speed up because I'm going slow. Oops, don't know how to set. eBay is made to be very, very, very easy to deal with. I will say that I've been selling on eBay for many years now. I don't know exactly how many, but many, many years, and it is super easy. It couldn't really be much easier actually, as long as you know what you got and you list it. Um, and you can just get close and then find something somebody else has listed, and sometimes you'll just be able to use that and fill in the details from there. Pretty nice. River of no return. Flip that one over. And we know that one is not. Excuse me, because I saw the Philly Mint mark poking out there. But looks like we're going to have one there. Maybe one there. Nope. All right. Wait, what's 12 to 15 with shipping, Kurt? I think I might have missed something. Oh, the rolls themselves. That's pretty good investment for $2, man. That's you can sell them by the roll, or you can, if you have a full box, you can sell the whole box and then just be done with it. Which I found a couple boxes of the 24 rolls of dimes when those were Philly rolls, when those were thought to possibly be low mintage, and then they ended up minting a whole ton of them in December and almost doubling the population. But I sold those back in like June of 24, and I was making real good money on those just because I knew there was a market out there to be found. So they did me good. That was the best I've done with dimes, and they've all been downhill from there, Shannon. All right. Oh, I would love. How do you ship a full box? Well, with dimes, you take that full box and then you put it inside of another box because you need to double box them. And so I think they'll fit. I think a dime box will fit inside of a penny box. And you take that and ship that and then wrap it up real good and tape it. However much tape you think you need. Oh, You guys see me? Did I lose everybody? Sorry about that. Sorry if my video cut out there. It said reconnecting. So, um, yeah. So, however much tape you think you need for a full box, you need twice that. I did, and I didn't touch anything, so I don't know what's going on, Shannon. But it said reconnecting on out of the blue. So, sorry about that, folks. I guess it's trying to see if I'm still on or what. Yes, but when it gets there, Shannon, you don't smash it with a hammer. And I really hope you get that reference. I never really watched it as a kid, but my wife loved that movie, and then we watched it, and I was like, okay, this is awesome. Why was that not one of the highly promoted Disney movies from back in the day? Check those. You kids weren't even around. Nice. It's a good one, man. It really is. You really had to do the whole quote, huh? What? Sorry.
I was totally filming your video.
I know. I could hear the coins in the room louder than I can hear them here. What is your volume set on?
It's not. It's like you're really quiet.
Oh, well, sorry.
No, I literally saw that box comment and was typing it as you and Shannon were. That's why I laughed so hard. And then it glitched and it made me type something twice. And then I accidentally deleted my comment. So
It's fun, huh?
yeah. I probably look like
Again.
But yeah, no, I was in the middle of typing that when you and Shannon were discussing it. It was funny to me. No, like my volume's not turned up. It's just you're very, very quiet on there. I don't know if you know.
Nope. I think it's because of the side of the camera that I'm on. And I got to work on that. I got to work on that a little bit.
See, so I'm not that loud in the background.
So.
Stop filming your video.
Sure. All right. 2 chances at the privies. That one is not one. Neither is that one. I'm good. Thank you, though. Yeah, I'll grab it later.
That's not for you. You can't have it on you.
All right. Can't get over how many Ozarks I've been finding lately. The Ozark riverways are all over the place right now. Charlotte, quit. All right. What's up, Dirty Water? Dirty Water, just so you know, this is box number 2. The very beginning of the video, I went over or just listed the finds from last hunt. I didn't scope them because like an idiot, I forgot to charge my scope. So it will die before I get through everything if I were to do it. But went over some finds on the last one. We had 2 proofs in the first box. Had a very circulated impaired Glacier 2011, and then an American Women Quarter proof 2022 Wilma Mankiller. Which, how does that get into circulation so fast? But whatever. Glad to have it. Oh, dang it. All right. I think we got some possible Declaration of Independence quarters right there. Obverse facing. I'm trying not to look at them, but I'm also trying not to show the obverse on them either, but can't really do both. So you kind of 50-50 and just I'll stack them up and check at the end of the roll. Oh, that's awesome, Dirty Water. Especially since it's your nephew. So if he wakes up and needs diaper changing, you just hand him back, right? Also, hopefully the dinosaurs playing in the background won't be too much to and wake him up. All right. We have Philadelphia. It's a pretty good stack so far. So this will be 10th roll, and we're got that many Declaration of Independence quarters so far. Almost, but I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of stabbing myself on screen. So, mostly because my wife was watching. I'll just never hear the end of it. Again, another nice river of no return. Another filly. All right, that was 10 rows down. So let's start with second row here. Guess I need to do a better job of checking for enders here. All right, so let's see. We got one. So Lowell. Well, I saw that. Thank you, sir. Nope. All right. Where have all the Declaration of Independence quarters gone? Yep. All right. Sorry about that. I think, whoa, there we go. NIFC. Blinding. So, first find for box number 2. And that has not been in circulation much. That is a very nice coin. But our 3 finds from these first 2 boxes are all 3 from San Francisco. Hopefully we find something a little bit more, I don't know, West Point-ish here. That would be nice. West Pointy. You're right. I'm sorry, Shannon. I have failed you. I am so ashamed. I apologize. I missed it. It was right there. Ah, please forgive me. So, didn't in the box where Rob found his circulated privy, wasn't there only like a handful of coins or a handful of the Declaration of Independence quarters in it? So I guess I should flip this one first. Not that I'm expecting anything but a Philly. It was, if I remember correctly, he only had like single digit Declaration of Independence quarters and still managed to pull out a privy because of reasons, I guess. I don't know. Not 8 boxes. He found 2 boxes, but he found around 1,500 of them. Or around, I should say. Not. I don't think he found a full 1,500. Oof. That one, I think the copper's been melted out of. Hear that? Hear how dull that sounds? Weird. All right. That'll be one the Coinstar rejects, but the gas station won't, so that'll be okay. Here, let me put you guys on mute. All right, dirty water. To some extent, yes. I still open rolls like this. I still hunt on the mat like this, but I don't. I tend to scope more directly when I'm hunting live or off alive. Sorry, dog ran after the cat food. Okay. Yeah, so I do hunt pretty close to this, but not exactly like this. There's a quasi painted quarter for treasure and change, but And I will say that I do hunt for more things. I scope more things when I'm not hunting live. So there is that. Um, I probably scope half of the coins in a roll, maybe. Maybe not fully half, but probably pretty close. Um, but not when I'm doing this, obviously. So, all right, let's see what we got. Nope, Philadelphia. All right. So, I think we got one. Nope. But I do pull them out and I kind of stack them. So I can at least say that I do that part um, when I'm hunting. So it'll go eagle backs and then like state quarters or America the Beautiful. And I go DDR, DDO, things I'm looking for. So I know what stack to put them in. Like up here, um, up here at the top, I've got eagleback DDOs to look for, DDRs, America the Beautiful DDOs, DDRs, and then American Women Quarter DDRs, and then the DDOs. So I don't normally, I'm bad habit, but I normally hunt them like this. So I don't really do the flatten method that a lot of coin roll hunters do. And I guess I don't really get the payoff for that. Because I know you guys find a lot of things just by flattening them out, and it makes for a great shot. And then we have proof number 3. This one also very circulated. So give me your guesses on which design this one is. I will say this one's probably state quarter because look at the hair detail on that one. But I don't flatten them like you do. I know I've seen you do it, and I've seen like, oh, that's really cool. I should do that, and then I don't for whatever reason. It just feels more natural to do them like this. All right. Idaho. All right. Shannon saying Idaho. Anybody else? I'll do one more roll. I'll leave that right there. Do one more roll. Let you get your guesses in. Figure out which one you think it's going to be, and then we'll flip it. All right. So see what I mean when I said the Jovita Idars seem to have a really thick rim? I think it's just because there's so little features on the reverse that a lot of the metal gets pushed to the rim. That is an abnormally large, abnormally thick coin when you look at it from the side. It looks kind of like a proof. So that's why I was thinking that other one was a Jovita Idar earlier. To your point, Dirty Water, my brain's going to have to relearn how to do this the next time I do it off of a live stream. Good old Mrs. Doubtfire. So I'm I am so incredibly mean about that, and I hate it, but I just can't see that quarter and not think of Mrs. Doubtfire. And I'm not trying to be mean to that woman. She was probably the nicest lady that's ever lived, but I just can't look at that design and not see it. So figured making a video asking why Robin Williams was on the American women's quarters was a bit much. No, I am not insulting Robin Williams. I would absolutely not do that. But all right, let's see what we got. All right, Shannon, did you see the reverse? That's crazy. I don't know how you did it, sir. I didn't see it. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. You win. You win the letter that I already sent you that's already there. So, congratulations. Or we can play whose line is it anyway rules, where the points are made up and none of them matter. That was impressive, though, Shannon. I will give you that. Oh, whose line was amazing. One of my all-time favorite shows. Ooh, nice. Like there was, I mean, I really don't think there was anybody on that show that wasn't just like an amazing fit for whoever they had on that night. Wayne Brady was amazing. I'm kind of a fan of Colin and Ryan as well myself. Like I said, you can't really go wrong. They were all great. I mean, and to be fair, so can you guys hear me now? Is the stream back? Okay. Yep. Sorry. I hit the stand and my phone thought that it rotated and I don't know what was going on. So I had to take it off of the stand and re-rotate it, and then it finally picked back up. All right. I was thinking the same thing, Shannon. All right. 2 chances. Let's see what we got. First one is going to be a Philly with a scratch. And second one is a Philly without a scratch. It's still a Philly. I love the support, right? Oof. It's terrible. But scope that one anyway. 70 Denver. Come to find out the coin was attributed. was this wasn't the Bombay hook that you posted, because that one was really high grade and nice too. What was the coin, Shanna? Oh, oh, nice Alaska. Yeah. We have a leaf. Denver. Okay. I know she's here to troll me, I think, but is it Colossaw? It was one of the, let's see, die markers, a huge die dent. WGDR11. I will have to check that one out. I got to update my spreadsheet because I had gone through and cross-referenced everything, and I didn't get around to posting it online for everybody. But I need to do that because it's a great tool if you use it and you're trying to attribute the American women's quarters, because then you only have to figure out which one it is one time, and then you follow the cross-reference, and you've already got the other site. Since Variety Vista and Wexler's don't talk anymore. It's a nice 72 Philly. So I think that one is probably going to be a book upgrade. Actually, I'm going to put that with the fines. It's one more I get to add to my random coin collection that's just going to sit around until I do something with it. All right. All right. We got 3 chances. Let's see what we got. First one, Philly. Second one, Philly. And third one, Philly. I will be absolutely shocked if we find anything else. But the reason I got these boxes from the bank is because they did tell me that they had new coins come out, and they had some in the drawers. And I said, well, you want to make sure you're looking for these. And I do tell my tellers what to look for, which is probably why they still help me out instead of telling me to go pound sand somewhere. But I told them what to be on the lookout for. They went and looked through the ones they had already opened, and they said they had new coins in these boxes. I said, well, give them to me and I'll take them and I'll hunt them this weekend. And that has been 50% true so far, because we didn't have any of them in the first box. Well, you can't make somebody care about about something they're looking for. If you tell them like, hey, this is the one you need to look for. Also, these sell for like $100 or more, depending on condition. Like that's as much as you can make somebody care about it. If they don't want to look, they don't want to look. That's on them. I'm not going to twist their arm to look. Well, it also may be because they work in the bank. Some banks I know have policies where they won't let their tellers buy coins out of the till, which seems stupid as long as the till comes out right. But whatever. Um, but if they can't do anything about it, I would prefer to not know myself. I think. Right there. Denver. Shannon, have you found a Harper's Ferry Denver DDR yet or not? Put that one off to the side. Nicely toned North Carolina. Not for lack of trying. That's pretty much it, man. Scope all of them. Worst case, you find nothing, but at least you're looking. All right. I want to find one on an NIFC, or better yet, on the proof. That would be pretty sweet. All right. Philadelphia. And this is the halfway point of box number 2. So probably about another 45 minutes left in this hunt. And we should be done. Unless something crazy pops out. Depending on where you got it, I bought my microscope, and it was supposed to be a plug-in microscope, and I never could get the driver to work, so it never would talk. So, and then of course the stand recently messed up, so it's locked in place in one height. So you'll see in like my last 3 videos, I guess including tomorrow and Mondays, I've got stuff under the coin, and that's just to get the coin at the right elevation because the stand quit adjusting. So no other reason behind that. Hmm. I promised him. I told him after this I was gonna do the Nerf war with him. So he won't be hanging around late. There's a painted quarter. I have not forgotten about it. He doesn't have to stay quiet. The dogs don't. Tell the boy to make some noise. If he stays quiet for too long, he might explode. He's a little boy. Well, he's got a Gatling gun Nerf gun, and it's fun. I will say that it's fun, but it reminds me that oh yeah, you still have to load the rounds after you're done, just like the real thing. No, I hear you. I heard what your mama said. Ay, they're teaming up against me. This one's made to look like it's got six, I think, but it's just the one in the middle. Thank you, dear. My entire chat's against me. That'd probably be best thing I've recorded, right? Well, if you see a random Nerf dart like fly by right in through here, you'll know why. No, you don't get that privilege. That's not. I didn't agree to that. I have a feeling I'm going to get pelted in the side of the head here in a minute. I did. Ow! You won't find that on the big streams, now will you? Oh. Somehow that managed to miss all these quarters on this table. I don't know how, but it did. And Charlie is looking so confused right now because he was asleep, and then y'all just shot all the darts in the floor. So you probably do need to pick those up.
I will. I couldn't help it. Dallas dared me. I dared him, and then he turned it.
Oh yeah, blame the
He
child.
removed-
Blame the child for your decisions.
Oh, now he's brave enough.
Pick him. Ow. Pick him up off the floor before
All
the dog
right.
gets in place.
All right, let's let Daddy finish. You got-
Before the dogs eat them, and we don't have anything to shoot later, pick them up.
Oh, no. We have an endless supply of darts. We're good. All right. Let's let Daddy finish his video, but we'll shoot him later.
Oh, he's been looking forward to shooting me with the Nerf gun all day long.
Oh, that felt good, though. I got to do it. He's
Yeah, I didn't agree to that.
couples therapy right there.
We have found a couple things, not a ton. And this is box number 2. So we found a really nice NIFC, the Cumberland Gap there. Found a impaired proof Idaho that somehow Shannon called before he even saw the reverse. I don't know how he did that. A really decent, actually pretty nice 72 Philly, and then a painted quarter in this box. And this is all from box number 2. And then in box number 1, we had 2 proofs, a 2011 Glacier and a 22 Wilma Mankiller. So far, 2 proofs. Wow. I'm pulling Nerf darts out of the box of quarters now. So 2 proofs, the NIFC, and actually, no, 3 proofs. Sorry. But still no West Points, still no silver. Oh, yeah. Yeah, A3, I was mixing and matching, and I found one that had like a 15-round magazine in it. And I tried it on a different gun. It's a bolt action, so I can actually shoot a little faster than the automatic one. And I found out that worked yesterday, so I had the extended mag. So never a fair fight, right? Not a Philly. Leave that alone. All right, let me grab that dart before the dog does. Okay. Thank you, Shannon. Most people find it hilarious. That will be one. I'll have to go back and look at that and see the darts going across the screen. that's that's both awesome and slightly disappointing, A3. The real world dangers of coin roll hunting, where you get shot by a Nerf gun while you're trying to hunt on a live stream. Yeah, I'll probably make that one actually. Another Philadelphia. So, did you guys see the new West Point half dollar with the 911 privy marks on it? And it was what, 2086 or 2800 or something. It was one per victim on that one. Landscape shorts aren't a thing, but I can take a vertical strip, and if I find one where it shows the dart going through. Oh, nobody's safe in my house, A3. Everybody needs to be watching their backs. The Nerf darts are flying everywhere. Oof. Yep. I don't even know why I'm scoping that one. But. I think the only reason they're not is because it's harder for people to scroll that way. Mm-hmm. Oops. All right. I think we got 18 rolls left on this one. Nope. And Philadelphia on that one. So let's move these out of the way. Sorry, it takes me a minute to get my system right. I've got a specific place where I put most of these based on what I'm looking for. So that one go there. We're making a third stack there. Appreciate everybody hanging in there with me. I know this has not been the most fun hunt, but it's still got to be hunted. And plus, I mean, think of all the entertainment value. You get to see me get shot or hear me get shot by Nerf darts. You get dogs playing dinosaurs in the background. You get my wife microwaving supper. So, you don't get that everywhere. Oops. Ah. It's the first Mayflower compact quarter we've seen in this box. Hopefully that doesn't mean the Declaration of Independence quarters are coming to an end. All right. Yeah, you basically have to export the video and then set up tracking if you want to do a short on a moving object. I'm just too lazy to do that, especially for a live stream. I would have to export the whole video and then cut it, and it's just a whole thing. So nobody give her any ideas. Although I have most of the darts right beside me, so she's gonna have to go into the stockpile to get them. I edit some, but I should edit more. I really should. So that's part of the beauty of the live streams too. You don't have to edit because it is what it is. Oh, I had that too, Dirty Water. I had 3 comments, and you click on the video, and it shows 0 comments, and then you open up the comments, and they're there. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. All right. So Declaration of Independence, so we're not completely away from them. All right. 65. Okay. All right. We have another Philadelphia. Yeah, so I have noticed, especially if you're typing a comment and you have autoplay on and it moves to another video, it will sometimes put the comment on the other video. So you sound, completely offline because it'll be something completely different that you're watching and trying to comment on. And then now you're on a music video or something and it makes no sense. So that's exactly what we wanted, YouTube. Thanks for that. Put that know why every other platform has that part figured out, but YouTube can't. Or I get, well, maybe they do. Maybe at the end of the day, they do have it figured out because it's making you go back and fix it. Don't don't do that. Just come back and get more. Come back. You ain't got to get them all in one trip. Dallas. All right. Lowest bidder for program. Well, like I said, maybe it's intentional. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit, but it feels almost like it's a feature, not a bug. What the heck? I'm gonna check that one anyway. Okay. I have to get my wife out here to read the chat while I do this so she can read them and I don't have to try to look at both. I mean, you shot me with a Nerf dart. I feel like you owe me. All right. First chance. Philly. Second. Also Philly. And also Philly. I mean, I'm not going to argue that I didn't, but, you know, still feel like you owe me. Hold on just a second, folks.
No, girl. You really want me to? Oh, no, you're not.
It's up to you. I was
You
just
are
putting
kinda
the dog
slow.
on. I'm slow.
Cause my phone lags a little.
Yeah. You got to cut that down.
Yeah,
No.
I don't think I'll be much.
No, you don't have to do that right now. Really?
Come on, buddy.
I'll come get you.
It's so hard
I know
to be
it's-
quiet for this long.
I know. He might explode.
Both of us. Bruce joined in too.
All right. Running a little bit longer than I had hoped, but had a few interruptions here. But we'll get these last 11 rolls knocked out and be done with this. Hopefully we got something hiding in here though. to the final row finally. Actually, let me just go ahead and take all these out. Like I said, I think I have some Liberty Bell enders on a couple of these. Here we go. There's 2 Liberty Bell enders there. Eric, how are you doing, sir? You did, but the whole thing is recorded and you can always go back. You also missed my wife and son bringing the Nerf darts out and shooting me while I was on stream trying to hunt. So, honestly, probably the most entertaining part of this whole thing. All right. Well, you're not missing a ton so far, but I appreciate you being here and I do appreciate you watching. And we're down to the last row, so we'll make this quick and I'll give a quick recap and we'll show 2 coins, one of which is for sale, one of which is going to PCGS, and both of which can probably be bought for the right price. So, Jeff, I will absolutely take just watching or just listening in the background. I'll take just not listening in the background. I'll take the watch time any way I can get it, but I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, but even if you don't, I appreciate you watching anyway. Okay. It's a nice 85. It's not great, but it's nice. Very entertaining. Well, I clearly don't live alone, and this place is chaos more often than not. And you're not going to get, perfect, no noise, no nothing in the background. I gave up on that a long time ago. I think the first few videos I did in the house, I re-recorded like 3 or 4 times just because there was always background noise or something was going on. I don't care anymore. You're gonna hear life happen. So yeah, I hear you. You're just itching for a reason to shoot me with a Nerf dart. I got it. Denver, but it almost looked like a proof there for a minute. Very impaired, but Jeff, I absolutely believe you. My boy will be 10 years old on his next birthday. So, we'll see. Laundry is the key to a good coin roll hunting video. I'm convinced of that, Dirty Water. Like it's the science, right? See, everybody thought dirty water meant like a river or something, but no, apparently it's the laundry, it's the washing machine, right? That's what makes the magic. That's why he has all the fines. It's got a scratch on it. Nope, wrong side. Now you found your man, Jeff. Dirty water hunts pennies like nobody's business. Nope. When you can find them. Hey, Shiny, you are behind. You need to catch up on the live chat. You need to put the speed at 2x and it'll catch back up. Of course, I'll probably be done by the time you get there, but no, I'm not looking for it. Look how much growth that is for me. I'm taking Harper's Ferries, and if they look dirty and if they look like something I wouldn't want to keep, I'm just getting rid of them. G-Dub, sir, I owe you a response to your email. I saw it. I meant to come back to it, and I have not, and that is on me. So I will get that corrected this evening. But I have an appointment for a Nerf war in a little bit. They've already shot me with them once, and I owe them some payback. So see how proud she is of it? It's ridiculous. All right, we are down to the last 5 rolls. This should be over fairly quick. And then we'll get into the recap. And the last two are Liberty Bell Enders, and we have had all fillies up to this point, which I guess is technically a good sign, but no privies, obviously, which is to be expected. So, right there. Reed cuds. I've had some rim cuds, but not. A few regular cuds, but only a rim cud here and there. G-Dub, I am not sending those two in for grading. I don't believe. I have a pretty nice one for now. I may upgrade it at some point, but I'm probably not going to send those two in for grading now. Another Philadelphia. Another Philadelphia. 65. Well, we've at least had something to look for in this hunt, so that was nice. There's a Liberty Bell. All right, we have a Philadelphia. Imagine that, right? Three rolls to go. The next two both have Liberty Bell Enders. And there's a Philadelphia right there. All right. Thank you for the 14 people who must be very bored today and are hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Sorry we didn't open a box and find them all full of privies, but it is what it is. All right. And put these up, and then the last two, I will open those a little bit more on camera. All right. So this one, terrible tear job. All right. One right there. Nope. 2 chances there. I think we're going to hunt through both rolls first. And then flip them all at the very end. All right. And then the last roll, again, also has a Liberty Bell ender. All right. And I'm not sure what these two are. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Last few chances here. We have not had a West Point, and this will be 4 straight boxes. After we went like the first, we went, I think 11 or 12 for the first 10 boxes. Now we're on a little bit of a dry spell. And I would love to fix that. But running out of chances. All right. No West Points in this box. Plenty to scope. Here are the last 3 chances for a Liberty Bell or a July the 4th privy. So Philly, and Philly. All right. No privy quarters today, but we did have in the second box, we had a proof, Idaho. We had the NIFC Cumberland Gap, which is really nice shape. And in the first box, we had 2 more proofs. So a 2011 Glacier and a 2022 Wilma Mankiller. So 3 proofs and an NIFC. No West Points, no privies, no silver once again, but there's 2 more boxes down. And at least we had some shots this time. So we had Declaration of Independence quarters to look through, which even if you're not finding anything, you've got a chance. So I appreciate everybody coming. Appreciate everybody watching. And yeah, I'm going to go get shot with a Nerf dart a few more times. So y'all have a good evening. See y'all tomorrow. I will try to stream in the morning. So thanks, guys.